Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Motorcycle Rescuer channel. I am the Motorcycle Rescuer. This is the Motorcycle Nurse. We're just kind of debating. We bought some sheet metal, which is just simply this stuff here. We're kind of debating now what it needs to look like. Now I think we're pushing our luck if we try and do this kind of like that, but we can consider it. But I think we can do this triangle, and we might even need to trim off this, because this is, in fact no, this being protruded might save us, because that might automatically protrude it out to the same kind of shape. So we're going to look at that, but you know, fabrication is not my strong point, and yeah, we're just going to basically try our best with that one. Apart from that, we're still waiting for the exhausts. We can't do anything without them. Sultan's driving himself nuts over these exhausts, but he has to relax a bit and wait. I mean, I get his frustration. He paid £20 on top for next day delivery DPD. Yet on Monday. Yet the company on eBay posted them Royal Mail 24, which costs like £3 and isn't next day. So I do get his frustration, and the company are being kind of idiots, because they're saying, oh, I'll just wait for it to come, basically. I'll just wait for it to come and don't worry about it. But that's not right. So I do get his frustration, but also Sultan, you have to understand it takes time to build bikes. Waiting for parts is part of the game. So we do what we can in the meantime while we're waiting, yes? Making these brackets is going to take much longer than you think, for example. We need to get some fuel. We need to top up this. If I was you, that would be your first job. Go and get some, fill up that whole tank and tip the whole lot in. Yeah, it'll be something like that, cut to shape, mate.
Template, rough design, so like, you don't want to waste that, so just check it.
Okay, yeah, it's a good idea. Make some sort of template. Yeah, alright. Anyway, I mean, also the colour just matches enough. But my thought, Sultan, like I was just telling everyone, is we might want to start from here. So we might want to trim that down there with the Dremel or something. Something. And then we might want to fill this whole gap. So we might want a straight line here to there, and then come down here to there. So we might want to kind of push our luck a bit. So in fact, no, keep that there, because we can rest it on that, can't we? So we'll have a straight line up there, kind of pushed in, rest it on that there and up here, and then down there and up there, and bolt it onto there. Well, it's something we're just going to have to try. Yeah, if I was you, we need to see that this thing runs and rides and idles, because we haven't. Do you know how to do that? Fill it up on the out. You have to show them the can. Yeah, like that, yeah. Sounds like a hostage situation. Show them the can, put it down, fill it up, and then take it to the front door, but you can't take it in. Take it to the front door, leave it outside, go pay, and then come back out and grab it. Cool? Yeah. And we'll put the whole lot in, because we need to see what's going on with this bike. Because it didn't actually, technically it didn't run or ride well yesterday. And we don't know if it's a runner or rider. Well, we don't.
I mean, technically, yeah, you'd be able to.
Yeah, we don't. So we do need, so go and do that. That's your next step. Get some petrol.
So you said something about the fuel lines, and we didn't actually even check it out.
I checked the fuel lines, they were fine. I checked the fuel lines, they were fine. So let's go to that, And I am going to start the Vespa. I keep saying every day, guys, I'm going to start the Vespa, because I need to get it up and kind of back to normal and sold. I'm just running this to charge the battery a bit. Hey, where's that front panel? It'll be in there. Is it under the seat? And that panel. It's there somewhere. Anyway, as soon as the logbook comes for this one, someone's going to have a bargain. It's a beautiful running bike, fuel injected. Right. You guys, thanks for watching yesterday. You watched, and you're really interested in this project, which is great. So am I. So are we. I disagree with you about the colour-coded rear hump. I think that will tie the bike in. It will make it one smooth line. No thanks, buddy. See you in a bit. Yeah, so I think that the colour will tie in. So I value your input, but I disagree with the hump part. I think the exhaust will look amazing in the end, but it's going to be bloody loud. Oh, excuse me. What else? What other comments come up? There wasn't much. It's mainly about the hump. And oh yes, and this part here. Guys, we are not fabricators. We're just going to do our best with that part there. and see how we kind of manage it and then transfer it to metal and so on. But I am right in regards to what I said to Sultan. He needs to get some fuel in it to make sure his bike does start, run and ride and select gears properly. So guys, even though the star of the show is right next door, this bike does need to be kind of pieced back together now. I think the black came out really well. It's a bit dusty, look, there you go, I'll give that a bit of a wipe in a bit, but we needed it to dry for a few days. This rear bottom panel is peeling all over the place. Rubbish paint job someone did, it wasn't even me. I'm going to pop that off. I'm going to give that and the other side a coat of my paint, which is this paint. It will just tie it all back in, and then I will kind of take all the tape off and crap. Some of you helped me find a cover, but you just can't. There's none in the country. I think there's a couple from Germany. I really can't be arsed spending 50 quid and then having to stretch on a cover. Ideally I want a second-hand seat that has a decent cover on it, and I just bolt it on. It'll cost the same price. So I am keeping my eye out for a seat, so I don't have to mess with recovering. Just a second-hand seat. Top panel is black as well, fresh black, and this has come out nice as well. Again, it's dusty, but it came out nice. I will put some sort of coating, probably the turtle wax, on this paint because it isn't painted particularly thick. But I am going to be piecing it back together. The other thing I couldn't find, interestingly, guys, is I could not find a cable, a speedo for it, speed drive. Now I don't know if I'm just not looking right, but all the ones I saw, they didn't have the extra piece that holds it in, that bolts it in. It's so weird. So weird. I just need the normal original cable, basically. So I don't know what's going on. At the moment, this is going to be a bike that looks like crap, that doesn't have a speedo, that has the wrong engine in it, and it's just annoying me. So I am going to look for that cable, and I do want a seat. I do want it to be a decent bike in the end, a half decent bike, so it's not a rat Vespa. I have ordered the two, this one here and the other side, the lens. They should be here anytime soon. I think that's Euro scooter parts again, as no one else had them. So once again, I'm expecting delayed delivery. Somehow they always blame Royal Mail, but none of my other Royal Mail stuff gets lost in the post as much. So we'll see on this one. That kind of blue there is quite cool. If I could save that, I would, but it's because they didn't spray it properly originally. That's just overspray. But yeah, I would have kept that, but you can't because it looks crap. So I need to get this off, give it a good wipe, give it a bit of a rub down, and then get some paint on it. And in the meantime, I'm going to be kind of patching this thing back together as best as I can, just to show you that this bike is a normal bike. It should start after a few days of sitting. Yeah, it's not bad at all, look at that. Has that beautiful clutch rattle that everyone loves. We leave the coil sticking out for presents. For show, it's a show bike. You don't tuck the coil away and hide it. You leave it out. And you leave this off for extra weight saving, guys. Weight saving, you see? There's methods in the madness. I'll give it a few minutes to warm up. It's one of them bikes that needs a bit of warming up. But I'm gonna make it look a little bit more bike-like today, so that's gonna be the aim. It's a bit annoying, I can't really put this top bit on, can I, until I've got the actual lead. But I genuinely can't find it. I'm gonna have another look into that right now. Alright guys, I thought you might want to share this occasion, this momentous occasion, where I peel the tape off and you're gonna see the best straight line in the world. Not. And then I'm going to add some wax to the panel to give it some protection, and then leave it be. All right. Yeah, chuck it all in, mate. The straightest line on here is from the electrical tape.
So what?
The straightest line on here is from the electrical tape.
So what's the masking tape do? It's pretty empty and thirsty to me. But yeah, I've got to.
This is what the pinstripe will be for, though. You put a pinstripe over it, straightens it out lovely, mate. What, yellow or pink? I don't know. Green. Nah, you can't have blue, green and black.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles done it.
Red.
Purple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pretend, guys, that that's the best spray job in the world, because it's crap. But it's actually okay, you know. It's alright. I've got that high polished resin stuff from Autoglym, but I don't like it. It's not that good. But I am going to try some. I'm going to put some on here and see if it makes it look any better. Alright guys, so we've done the template. We did 3 attempts on paper down there. And now we think we've got the final kind of template. That one there. Sultan's going to cut out 2 because we sat here for ages trying to work out if you can just flip it and put it on the other side, which you blatantly can. Sultan's like, no you can't, yes you can, no you can't, yes you can. And then I changed my mind and went, hang on, no you can't. And then actually you just can, it's the same on both sides, of course it is. Where's your little pen?
I think you got it.
I haven't got it.
What's a little pen so it's easy to use, doesn't it?
I haven't got it.
Oh, I got it. See,
Yeah.
easy to lose.
Look at his pen, show the world your pen. It's brilliant. It's unbelievable. Oh, dude, the camera. That's embarrassing. Right, 2 of them. Don't waste the sheet metal. That stuff comes in handy. So cut them out like kind of next to each other. And use the snips down there to cut them out. That's why I bought that metal. And I think we may not need to spray it.
Spray it? Why would we need to spray it?
To kind of tie it all in. We might need to spray it. Except the spray is aluminium and that's aluminium.
Black on black.
No, why would you do that black?
No, I'm saying that's just pretty much like putting black on black.
Yeah, we might spray it. We'll see. Anyway, guys, where are we down here? The bike. I think the lines came out quite well. Like, of course, if you put a pinstripe along here, guys, you'll never notice, which is my plan. But look at the actual, my lining up. I think it was quite good. And then I've put a bit of wax on it, but I'll give it a clean and I'll chuck some thicker turtle wax on it at some point. I have ordered the Speedo drive now, so I'm not going to bother with the front. My God, looks good. I'll put a bit of wax on that as well. And then the rat bike. I mean, it just has to be. This has to be the Vespa rat bike, doesn't it? Now, that is what it is. Vespa rat bike. It's a shame, really. But it will be a riding bike. Yeah, so that's where I am. I'm still kind of putting light coats on this panel, but I'm getting disturbed a fair amount by people and Sultan. What?
Hi.
By people and Sultan, yeah. So, yeah, again, I can't do that much anyway, can I? Because of the front panel, I need to put the whole Speedo drive on. So, we're going to work on this. I'm going to put the rear brake on this, actually. I forgot that's what I need to do. The rear brake needs doing. I'll chuck the coil in. I can put that front panel on. That's not an issue. And can't put the top panel on. Can't put that front panel there on. Just keep hammering away. I keep meaning to take this off and give it a coat. It's driving me nuts. You can't have black and red on a black bike. If I've got some of that spray left, I'll give it a coat of that. If I've got enough masking tape, I might just do it here if I can. Just a couple of light coats, just to get it kind of neater. Because at the moment this bike's just got way too much going on. Alright guys, so I told you that I was going to show you this piston and see what I thought. I have to be honest, I thought it'd be flatter. But to support my theory, to support my theory on what happened, see all these dings and dents in the top, there's definitely been a piece of metal in here, and I'm sure it was the piece of metal I said. Now this is the bit that bothers me most here. It kind of, you can see it's kind of dented and dinged and all over the place. Now I don't know if that would have been enough to have stopped it compressing at all. I think it was probably caught on the cylinder wall, and I think it was kind of buckling. The other thing that you guys noticed, that I noticed too, is that there was way too much movement on here from left to right. So it could have also, I think it's bowed as well. And then on top of that, the rings actually seem okay. The rings, top ring here is actually compressed here and stuck. In fact, there you go, guys. There's the answer to our problems. See here where all the dings are happening, where I'm worried the most. The ring is compressed in there and stuck. You see that? So on the back, look, it's out. On the front, it's stuck in and compressed and stuck. So this has been dinged down to the point where it's affected the rings. We've got slightly the same problem underneath on the middle ring, although that's kind of free-flowing. So it hasn't caused... Can I turn that? Yeah, I can turn that. So that ring was still doing its job. But I believe the main compression ring is the top one, actually. I can press it in there, that bit is moving, but this bit is flattened, squashed. So this is basically out of shape. I've ordered a new piston and a new cylinder to go in. I'm not going to chuck this away yet, because you find at times like stuff like that pin and stuff might not come in the new kit, although it should. I've ordered a full kit. But I believe that this is the cause. Let me know, guys. I'm curious. Have you seen worse pistons that were still working? I think this is all broke. It got trapped in there. It kind of got off angle, off edge, and then just stopped compressing. That's my theory. And the new piston and cylinder will fire this bad boy up in seconds. That's my theory. Let me know what you think. What are you working on?
The thingy.
The thingy?
The
Sultan's been all morning. Oh, can I use my angle gunner? Can I use my... I'm like, no, use the snips. Use the snips. Can I use my angle gunner? So what are you saying?
Can you see that smooth cut?
That is a smooth cut, mate.
And then look at this
It
bolt
is,
here.
but that's taking you 10 minutes.
No, that's because I'm waiting for you to...
And how long does that battery last? And you're listening to music, so if you like hurt yourself or something...
The music is so I don't hurt myself, because it's a loud noise right in my ear.
Alright, that makes sense. Go on, I'll film a little bit of
Sound
this amazing trimming that you're doing using the biggest angle grinder in the world.
You can't copyright the...
Come on.
It's too loud.
Come on, come on, I can't hear it, come on. Don't touch it, it's going to be hot and everything.
It's not that hot. I think we need to...
I think you put too much pressure on it, you've got to be gentle.
There's no pressure on it, that's the thing.
Oh, you're using the snips, that's interesting.
No, I use the snips to cut off the debris.
Alright, see guys, that's why it's taken 10 minutes so far for that little angle. See, the snips would have done it in seconds.
Yeah, then you get like some gentle
But then you
cut.
don't get to use your big boy toy.
Yeah.
Be gentle with that, I can see notches out already, mate, that are going to catch.
Yeah.
No, don't change, it's a waste, don't waste. Just be gentle.
I think it's because I haven't fixed it on here, but there's nothing that
Just
fits
be
on
gentle. We've got more clamps. You could have clamped it there. So guys, this is kind of what we're looking at. Now, we could have just gone triangle here, guys. We could have left this little piece off. We probably should have. That's not on straight, is it, mate? It can't be, come on. Is it? That needs to go under there, and then...
That's all good. That's straight.
Yeah?
I think so.
And then make sure the rear, it's kind of seats... Yeah, fine. Right, so this is kind of what we were looking at. It's something like that, guys. We're aware that it's too high. We wanted it to be too high because we actually want it to go technically tuck in like that. In fact, almost exactly like that. I think that looks good, Sultan, mate. I do think we need to put our paint on it though.
Yeah.
And we have a bolt screw there that we can put. Look, we can put a bolt in up there. Look at that, mate.
Look at that.
I think that's there, and we'll put our paint on because our paint, it won't look.
We'll blend in basically.
A bit more, but I think we're out of our paint, aren't we?
What? Half was paint.
Yeah, the aluminium, Mazda aluminium. I think we ran out. We can grab one more at some point.
Yeah.
But that is, guys. Look, I think so. We put the hole through here. Yeah, there's a bolt there, guys. So we put it through there. That's your look. Sultan, hold that. Put your thumb there, mate. That's it. Stay there. Stay there. Stay still.
Should I tuck in down there?
No, don't touch. What's wrong with you? Just put your thumb there, that's it. The bottom, I don't know if, does the bottom stick out a bit? We might need to trim a tiny sliver off, but that's fine, that's easy. It's this bottom line, does this line up? No, look, it sits down a touch, so we can put a sliver up. We did add extra to that on purpose. And then, don't put too much pressure on it, mate, that's not, come off here. We want this bit to be a bit higher, we want that bit kind of up here. So we need to pull that back out. Yeah, so it's kind of needs to be gently, kind of needs to be like that. So if we put the bolt in there, that bit can just sit out a bit, but we do need to trim a tiny sliver off the bottom for, does that make sense? Just up here, for continuity, but that's fine, you don't necessarily need to do it now. We're getting quite close to the bolt not fitting though, so maybe we need to trim it up kind of to here. So I'll do a new little line for you there. Otherwise, I think that's good to go. It would only be that one bolt holding it on though. I wonder if it's going to... It'll be that bolt up there holding it on. And then, well, I guess it don't matter if the seat is holding it on.
It's fixed on as well.
Yeah, the seat will be fixed holding it on. But I do think that's too aluminium for... Because the paint isn't that alloy, is it? Although saying that, that's quite... I quite like it. I think we did a good job there.
Yeah.
When it's bolted down.
Yeah, we'll see how it gets when we get
How easy can you get that bolt hole lined up? Can you do that?
Have you got nibbly on you?
You've got it in you. It's on the bike at the top by the key.
First it's nuts and that's nibbly. So my method would be...
It's going to fall off.
So where was it? Huh?
See, that's why you shouldn't have touched it. Ah, good thinking. You're going to do the old stamp.
Your stamp, as I say, alright? How do you line up here?
Tuck it under the seat first. That's it. There you go.
Like that.
Right, hang on. Let's get this lined up. Hang on, let's get this lined up properly. It kind of needs to be over here.
Push it, yeah.
Like that. And then it goes... Yeah.
Just like that.
But we're going to trim a tiny sliver off for the line so that the line goes straight up. Cool, let's see if you're...
So fuck all, hasn't it?
Can't you just, like, put the pen in? Look, if we get it here...
Normally you're meant to use lipstick.
Look, if we get this lined up here like this, can't you just mark it? Yeah. Look, on this side, yeah, I mean, on this... Hang on, yeah. I mean, you could just dot it right here, mate. Look, right here. Dot. It's a bit lower than that, but... It's a bit lower than that. There you go. We can always put a washer on it. There you go, mate. There's your drill hole. Lovely. And we need another one of them made, yeah?
Yeah.
It's amazing how quick it was when you just used the snips, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of the biggest angle grinder in the world. For this 0.5mm sheet. Oh god, he's got his own drill.
That's going to put you to disgrace. Look at that. Look at that. That's tradesman level.
What's wrong? My drill's better than that.
No, it's better than DeWalt. XR Lion.
Excuse me.
Iron.
Mine.
Lithium iron.
I don't know what mine's called.
18 volts.
Stanley Fat Max.
18 volt.
Yeah.
XR. What's yours got?
18 volt lithium.
Just look at what.
Do you know what? I just want to see something. I'm actually going to Google this. Fat Max DeWalt. See which one's better. I bet you'll find mine's better.
No way
Right,
in hell.
come on, focus.
And funny enough, I bought, because your drill bits are all over the place.
Oh, you bought some drill bits. That's good. Oh, all right, guys. I see. It's a lovely shape, isn't it, mate? I see what people are saying about the seat, but you would not throw away a seat hump. And also, it's at my house.
It's a Triumph one. So
it looks great. Anyway, guys, let's give you a bit of a show. So let's have a look. Obviously, it's not actually neatened. I think we're going to have to use... Technically, it's held on, guys. Technically, it's fine. We'll do a little bit more neatening of this edge here. And then we are going to paint it because it ties it in closer to this colour. It's not perfect, but it's, you know, it does a job. We've got that on both sides. I think Sultan did a great job. We've got the same on the other side. It just plugs in that gap, guys, and when it's painted, it will become a bit more one piece. I was wondering if we use some sort of silver silicone or filler or something. to just you know.
I was thinking along the lines of JB World.
I was thinking that as well.
Because if you use like that multi-purpose filler or whatever it is, then it's going to look like...
Anyway guys, let's give you a real show. Let's fire this up. We're not going to fire it up for long, but it'd be nice to show you that it does rev. Because it didn't yesterday really. Don't go nuts, because the people have spoken. They haven't really. No, they love us.
More respectful to them when they're respectful.
They love us. Well, they love me.
No, they love me.
They're like, where's your cleaner today, Charlie? I'm like, Sultan's at home.
Humbug, NBC.
Lovely, nice sounding bike that. When it comes to it, guys, it will be Monday or Tuesday or maybe Saturday because of time. But
Saturday?
Maybe. Well, I'm talking about when your exhaust get here,
Oh,
innit?
yeah.
Because I'm going to be at work now. It's dark when I get back. From Monday, I'm back. Lights. We have got the generator. Point is, we're going to have the two end cans. They're not long. They're 30 centimeters. We're going to cut this joining piece here. Slide them on, kind of. So this is where we need to be careful, Sultan. We need to slide them on enough for them not to stick out too far, but we don't want them going in too far to the silencer because we want the silencer to work as best as it can. So it might be that we chop the middle bar off here. Let me take this phone off the holder so you can get a better angle. So it might be that we chop this bar off here, and then we chop these down an inch, and then we slip on, and then you're going to have the exhaust come out a little bit here and sound amazing. What colour did we get? Black or silver?
Silver.
Nice, lovely.
Hey, you're telling them what scumbaggery was the eBay place.
No, we've talked about that. Everything else on this bike is just neat. It just works. It's got loads of pad left on the rear. You can see that from the adjustment. It's just neat. We've got to kind of work out, just get this. It's just kind of bending it into shape and seeing how we can fully secure it. But and actually minimising that. We're going to minimise that reflection by painting it, because it kind of makes it different. But if you look at the shape, guys, stunning. And the hump is at home in my house warming up, and I think you will see a fully functioning bike maybe Monday. Can't wait. I can't wait to give it a good ride, Sultan. That's they always break when I test ride them. Because I like to test ride them properly.
I like going down there.
I like to test ride them and put a lot of pressure on them, because if it's going to break down, it needs to break down with us, so that no sorry sod gets your bike and breaks down the road.
What sorry sod?
The person who buys it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was one time with that guy, and I think he just didn't even know how to ride a bike.
Have we done an oil dip?
No, because remember the oil thing was something that
I believe this bike came with some history, Sultan. It has paperwork, doesn't it?
Should do.
What do you mean should do? You saw it. I'm sure you pulled out paperwork like history.
Well, actually, look at it.
Have a look at it. Yeah, it had a data tag certificate, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
From some geezer from St. Albans.
It had history, basically, didn't it? Nice. Right, don't put your finger in because it'll be hot, but you can dip the plier in or something. We just want to see how dark the oil is, that's all. See if it needs an oil change. Don't lose my pliers. Oh, you're going to need something longer and skinnier. Normally we'd use Jake for this, but he's not here. We just want to see the colour of the oil, that's all, Sultan. Just, you know. What? I mean, if there's no oil there, then we've got a different problem. Is there oil on there?
There's nothing in there.
Right, 1 minute out of the way. Let's check the level. Yeah, the level's fine. It looks quite clean in that window and all, mate. I can't tell if it's quite dark or not. How could you not get any oil on that? I'm confused. What's going on? Oh, it's too thick. You need something thinner.
Too thick, too thin.
Too thick, too
Sound
short.
like man. Complaining 20%.
Get one of them metal cable ties. Alright guys, let's see what we're working with. Let's get right down in there, that's it. It's still dry in it. Is it dry or is it just lovely and clean? Oh, it is quite clean. That looks very clean. Look at that, it's lovely. I'd like to see more on the dipstick, but yeah, that is so clean, mate. Look, that's new. See it? Lovely colour. It's new. I wouldn't change it. Right, dump that back on, Sultan. It's going well. It's going well. Side covers aren't going to look professional, but they will look okay. You know what works well with this stuff? You know, you can get like this this edging stuff that you stick on. It's like an edging plastic. You get it on petrol tanks a lot down here. That would really neaten this up if you got a silver. There's a name to it, but it's an edging. I'll look online for it. I'll look online. Anyway, guys, we're pleased. We spent a lot of time on this today. Sounds amazing, revs amazing. Don't know how well it rides. It rode okay, but it ran out of fuel. Vespa is kind of getting there. It's got its suspension, it's got its rear brake. I think it looks a bit better now. I have ordered a cable. I am going to put a coat on this just because it really lets it down. It's just the same paint. I'm going to put a coat on. I did put a coat on that panel there. And someone will just have a cheap running weird Frankenstein of a bike. As always, thanks for watching. Yesterday's video got a lot of comments, got a lot of views, got a lot of likes, and that's kind of what's really important on YouTube at the moment. They've changed all their algorithm stuff, haven't they? And it's not about necessarily how many views or subscribers now, it's about how people interact. I think it's because there's so many bots on there. You know, and then people write, you know, then when the women write, "Hi, are you single?" Yeah, I think that's what it's trying to stop. Which is why we should always write back, "Yes, I am," so that we've interacted. That's a joke. Yeah, so please keep commenting, keep liking, press the love button, press the subscribe, press the bell, which I still cannot find.
And before you say anything else, it's hashtags, not hash browns.
And hash brown the crap out of this stuff.
Hash brown is
I used a couple of hashtags yesterday, did you see? One. I used your one, hashtag motorcycle.
yeah, it's not like content. I'll explain it when you're.
I used it on the title.
Yeah, that's okay. That's as long as you don't do like anything offensive.
Still don't get it, guys. I still don't fully get it. No, I put loads in the description. I got them on Google. I'm going to get in trouble. Oh.
So if you put stuff like offensive stuff like.
No, I wrote in hashtags for motorcycles, and then it gave me a copy and paste.
Oh yeah, that'd be more than that.
I have to learn all this stuff, guys. Have to learn all this stuff.
Damn, you are.
I just don't get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about all my bikes. This is lovely. I love these bikes. I love this bike. I'm at that stage, Sultan, where I want to keep everything. I want your calf. They're genuinely considering your calf. Genuinely. I want Nat's SV650 custom. I want my XJ550 back because that is my because it's historic. That's the one for me. I want to keep a moped for the winter. I'm at that stage where I want to keep it all, but you can have the Vespa. Hang on, I'm going to take a picture for Facebook. Hang on. I want every bike at the moment. That's one of my favourites.
I think I told you the price I said it to you, haven't I?
Well, no.
Yeah.
What?
It's not the price I'm advertising it for.
1K?
No.
Less?
1.1.
Shut up. Why have you added 100?
No, it's 1.1.
Numpty.
And the subscribers too.
1100.
1100.
Let me run it and ride it.
Yeah, you can do all sorts with it. You can do that right now if you want to.
I'll run it and ride it. No, I don't want to run it. You can't run it now. It's too loud.
No,
Do you know what that bike really does need, though? Seriously?
Complete.
No. It needs like a Delkovich full exhaust system.
You can do that yourself when you own it.
My only kind of slight problem is I like the fact that our pipes are going to be neat down the bottom and the Delcovich will come back up here. And I like them. I think the back's so neat. Yeah, we'd make some sort of bracket up here.